Hello, hello, and welcome back to Core. We're still day five is long, isn't it? Or maybe I'm just slow at reading. I don't know. I don't know. I guess all the days in this game have been pretty long. Not a complaint, but an observation. Kind of like it. Anyway, I guess we will continue marching on. Robert is. I guess he's waking up or he's not sleeping. I don't know. I'll find out. I'm afraid of falling asleep. I'm trying not to think about it, but those thoughts are lurking. I hug my pillow, trying not to think. I'm scared of dreaming about him again. It hurts to wake up like that. But I have to face it. I can't be scared all the time. I try to relax my body and I welcome whatever is coming. Whatever has to happen can happen, even if it hurts, even if it means Jacob is gone forever. I'm tired of pretending and running away. It's painful and it's scary, but no more. My friends will help me if I need it. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Okay, day 6. You're not alone. You've never been alone. I know it's hard. It's been hard to see it, and I know you do it now. I know you do now, but never forget. Oh, is this the boy? Okay. You have a family that loves you. Maybe your mom is a bit overprotective and she might not understand you completely, but she's always supported you nevertheless. Your father taught you a lot about yourself, and he even pushed you to do what you wanted to do. You have some great friends that deeply care about you. Some you knew since you were a small kid, others you met later, and you've never and yeah, what does it say? And you are even catching up with others after a long time. The important thing is the connections you have with your loved ones, Robert, because even when they're gone, they'll still persist and teach you new things. Just because someone is gone, it doesn't mean they're gone. Doesn't mean they're gone. What? Okay. I'm still here, and I'll always be with you. Maybe not in the way you wanted, but I'll be here in your new life. In your new lives. I'll smile and upon you, okay? If anything, I guess I have a favor to ask you. For the both of us, honestly. Stop trying to forget about me. I think you know by now, but that's not the way to go. And it would hurt me too. So, let's do our best today, okay? Promise me, Robert. I promise. Promise what? What was I? I'm not sure. I can't remember what I was dreaming about, but for some reason I feel conflicted. As if I decided to do something I don't know what to do. Want to do? Don't want to do? Okay. Whatever, I need to pee. I'll have my existential crisis after that. I get up from the couch, not very used to it compared to how the bed felt, thinking about what to do. I don't hear anyone awake yet, but I haven't checked what time it is. So I check my phone and 10 a.m. and no one's awake? 10 a.m. so early. I guess we all need some good rest after yesterday. Well, whatever the case, I need the bathroom, and the one on this floor is the closest one. I have to go through the bedroom to get there, though. I hesitate for a second, wondering if I should knock on the door first or something, but again, I don't hear anything, and I really need to pee. So I walk in the door and slowly open it, hoping not to wake anyone up. There's no one here. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. Worried, but not about waking them up. I use the bathroom and I do what I have to do. Once done, I wash my hands and I'm ready to head back when I smell smoke. It comes from the small window in the bathroom, so from outside, he's smoking again. Just poke your head in there, just just be like, hey, what's the matter with you? I can feel I don't have the energy to be annoyed or angry right now. For some reason, it's just not happening, or maybe I'm over it. But I still want to check in on him. He's the one I barely spoke with after I heard Jacob's tone. There's no pretending it didn't happen. Besides, I promised. I didn't have time to think about this. I want to check on Faust. Poke your head out the window. Come on. That's the funnier thing to do. I step out of the house, putting on my shoes, even if I'm still half dressed, so I can head around the back, where the bathroom window connects to. That's when I'm met with a surprise, because I see Faust. But, no, wait, I'm met with a surprise because I see Faust, but Mike is also there. Okay. Both of them sitting on the sand, with their backs against the house, and their attention put on me. Faust looks surprised at first, but his expression relaxes when he notices me. However, Mike looks tired. He smiles at me, though, waving his hand, before patting a spot next to him. Hey, Rob. I'm sorry if we woke you up. Yes, we figured no one would be here. Would hear us talk here, but maybe. No, you didn't wake me up. I needed to use the bathroom, and then I didn't really say it, but then I noticed that Faust had a cigarette between his fingers, and I'm very confused. I found him yesterday, I mean. I told him yesterday, I mean. I told him everything, so don't worry. He knows I'm trying to quit. I'm still disappointed that you're smoking again, but I understand. As I said, take it easy, man. Okay, a bit unexpected, but alright. I guess Faust was worried over nothing, even if Mike isn't even trying. Wait. I guess Faust was worried over nothing, even if Mike isn't even trying to pretend he's not happy about it. Okay. I end up sitting near Mike, since he patted the sand next to him. I kind of expected him to pull me closer for a hug, but he doesn't. So, you're just taking a break then? Or. No, well, I guess. He brings the cigarette closer to his lips, and for some reason, I don't have to see it, so I look away to my front. I don't want to normalize this. I gave him my permission to smoke right now, since he was having a really hard time sleeping last night. Besides, this way I can make sure he doesn't cheat. I'm not going to cheat, Mike, but I think I need someone to give me that permission right now. Permission to smoke? Yes, I'm afraid of looking for excuses to smoke again, so I guess having someone else's permission to do that makes me feel more sure about myself in that sense. I think I understand what he means, but I'm just surprised. I always knew Mike. Yeah, I always knew Mike and Faust had a good friendship. I just never knew it was this strong. It makes sense, I guess, but since Faust was hiding this from him, I figured he didn't trust him with this information. However, Mike seems to be taking it pretty well. I guess I need to give everyone more credit than I originally thought. All right, I see. So we're just here to check on Faust? Oh, come on, no. We were also talking about stuff. Personal stuff. I was about to ask, but hearing that, I guess I won't. I think Mike realizes that he just sounded very, very direct, so he smiles again. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound, well, mean, but that's some conversation that I have with Faust, and I don't have with anyone else. I understand that. Don't apologize. He knows my thoughts, and I know his, and we're good with that. You can definitely afford to spend time with a ferret friend now. I'm not really following, but Mike looks satisfied. Faust is also trying to smile, but I can tell his tone is a bit more somber than Mike's. I won't pry, although I'm definitely curious. So, how are you feeling today? I don't know. My reply just comes out. I didn't even have time to think about it first. I feel glad that's the case. I need to trust them and be honest. I'm here, I guess. You certainly are, and I'm glad. Core would be so boring without you here. I'm sure it's boring even with me around. You seem to think that, but I'm honestly really enjoying my time here, Rob. I'm really grateful to be able to experience this. Same here. I'm usually so, busy back home. This is such a nice change of pace. Gus and the sea definitely makes it better, though. Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe you didn't ever bring him up back in Moreland. Oh man, I don't want to feel bad, so I'm going to try my best, but I still feel like an asshole for that. I guess it's because I lost contact with him, and I was ashamed of it, so if I didn't think about it, it didn't happen. That's how I used to think, even if it's not the best way to handle things. You don't think like that anymore. I think I still do, but I'm aware now, and I'm trying to correct myself when I do. I think that's good. Life is too complicated to make it harder. Feeling ashamed. Fix what you can. Move on with what you can, and enjoy your holiday. For once. Faust looks at the cigarette as he starts speaking, almost as if he was hypnotized by the small light coming from it. Before he puts it out against the sand, however, he keeps it between his fingers. I guess he can. I guess so he can throw it away in an actual trash can later on. I guess with the dumb line, I'm learning how to do that too. I still need some time, but I don't want to use that as an excuse to not learn. Only you can make a YOLO feel mature, Faust. Okay. I snicker, but Mike starts laughing loudly, and I can even see Faust grinning in response. I guess it's nice having small moments where we pretend everything's fine. No, we're not pretending. Even if I'm not fine, I'm actually having a good time with them. Anyway, my point is, I'm glad we got to meet Gus. I hope we get to see him more often. No, of course we will. Either we visit him more often, or he visits us, that's for sure. I was actually talking about it with him and Ed the other day. I wonder if he would like to move to Moreland with us at some point. Do you think he'd be interested in that? Well, I haven't asked him that specifically. Excuse me. So I don't know, but I wonder if I should share some of Gus's thoughts with them. It's pretty personal, though. I think it's up to Gus ultimately, so I shouldn't say it, even if they'd understand. Let's just say he'd like the change. We would make sure to make that change easier for him, I mean. And, don't tell him this yet, obviously, but... Faust looks at the sand under him, and I can tell he's thinking harder than about whether he wants to say something or not. He ends up raising his head with a decision. I could even consider renting him a room in my flat, if he needs a place to stay for a while. Wow, that'd be huge for him. Oh, that's so nice of you. Although I should feel offended you never offered that to me. Why would I? You come over so many times, you practically live there. I'd also miss my family too, yeah. But you two are already fighting over who cooks here. Imagine if you lived together. Yes, not happening. That sounds exhausting even for me, man. I snicker again, imagining the situation playing out like a comedy sketch. Okay. It's nice to feel like this again, even if it's for a little bit. I know things haven't healed completely, but it's a good start. All right. I'm done with my break, so. Faust sighs, loudly before standing up, using the wall to help himself. We can head back in anytime. Mike and I follow his example right after, and I use the chance to stretch. I'm not really sleepy anymore. Okay, I think I'm going to stay out and use the chance to do some exercise. Morning routine already? Well, yes. It makes me feel good, and it keeps my mind occupied, you know. There's also only like 2 more hours of the morning, right? They said it was like 10 a.m. Once it's noon, it's now the afternoon, so. Got to do the morning routine before that. I guess that makes sense. I think I could use some of that right now, being too busy to think. But I'm also not sure if I should force myself to do something like that, like exercise right now. Even if I know I promised Mike I'd join him in that routine, I wasn't planning for what happened yesterday when I made that promise. Ultimately, the choice is mine, so. So, do you mind if I join you?
Oh, I didn't think you'd have it in you right now. Especially since you've been skipping it for a few days.
Well, I guess I need something like what you were saying. Keep your mind occupied and stuff.
No, I understand that. And you're more than welcome, of course. I'm going to escape before Mike forces me to join you two. Well, honestly, you could use some exercise. I mean, you still look fine, obviously, but you know.
Faust seems to consider it for real, and I'm surprised at that. I mean, I figure Faust keeps himself fit enough somehow, but I never imagined him actually joining Mike in a workout session.
Not today. Maybe at some point. I will remember that. I know you will.
As he says that, Faust escapes us, heading into the house. Alright, should we get changed first?
Honestly, nah. These are training shorts I'm wearing, and the ones you have are definitely more fitting for a workout than your usual pants.
Well, fair enough. I didn't even bother asking him about the shirts and shoes, since I remember our previous experience.
Okay, if we're focused already, let's do some warm-up exercises and get to it.
Okay. We do some stretches and stuff, the usual things you would expect before exercising, before we start running on the sand. As I remembered, running on the sand like this feels like torture, but at least I'm in more comfortable pants this time. I legit don't know how Mike can make it seem so effortless. I haven't heard him complain even once. We managed to reach the other side of the beach, quite a distance if you ask me, and then I need to take a break. My body is asking me why I didn't skip this. Why did I come along? I'm sweaty and tired and need water. The ocean's right there. Mike approaches me while I'm sitting down in the sand, and I hope he's coming with a water bottle. But he doesn't, disappointing.
Tired already, are we?
I don't know why I agreed to do this with you.
Because it's fun, and it keeps you busy.
That is true. The busy part, not the fun part. It's not fun. That being said, he sits next to me, resting his weight on one of his hands. Yeah, resting his weight on one of his hands. Okay, I understand. While the other one rests on a leg. Tired already, are we?
Do you really want me to get up and run all the way back? I'm sure you won't follow me right now.
You sure get cocky when it comes to sports and working outs and stuff.
Yeah, and cooking. I'm the best at cooking too.
We both chuckle. After that, I sigh. And now that we're relaxing, my brain is working again. Although it's still curious about Mike and Faust. So I'm not going to ask what you two were talking about, but are you and Faust okay?
Why wouldn't we be?
I don't know. I guess I'm a bit surprised you're taking it this well, Faust smoking. I certainly didn't. He let a small escape him before switching his position, sitting with his leg crossed and his hands on top of them.
I think it's because I could see how much he's been trying and how much the thing is affecting him. He's been holding back a lot, but this morning he couldn't anymore and started sobbing. He told me everything. And honestly, I didn't have the heart to blame him. I mean, I don't want to blame anyone for what happened.
It's okay. I know you don't blame me. You don't have to be specific.
I know, but just in case, I don't want you to think that, ever. I'd rather be annoying and repeat it 1,000 times to be sure. But anyway, I saw him like that and I knew what he was smoking, because that's all he could do. And if that's the case, I'd rather be there with him and make sure he doesn't go too far. He's still trying his best to quit after all.
I listened in silence, processing all this. I knew Faust was having a hard time, but I guess I never really thought about just how hard it was for him. Again, that selfish little voice wanting to be the most hurt out of all of us. But I'm aware enough to know that voice is an asshole, and I shouldn't listen to it.
Now he has to try and hold back the urge to smoke for 5 days.
Got it. We can keep tabs on him together then. He shows me a toothy grin at that, and I can't help but chuckle along. I feel like Mike and I are still as close as always. I'm really glad. All right. I'll end the part here, everyone, so I will see you around.